Hi guys, and welcome to yet another episode of the Lillier Show. I am Christian Lillier, and I am a little sick, so you guys are going to have to excuse my appearance, feverish appearance, and the sound of my voice. I do have a little case of laryngitis, but I could not miss the opportunity to talk about this particular subject while it is still in the Twitter sphere and all over Facebook and all over the internet. So, about a week ago, a couple posted, and I have this screen behind me to help me with this, so excuse me if I turn to the side to look at it. But a couple of weeks ago, a couple posted their wedding video on the internet. They do have their own website. I'm trying to find it. I know I should have done this before I started this video, but I have a lot going on right now. But they posted a video. Their names are Robert Brown and Nathaniel Gay. Posted a video of their wedding. Now, this wedding has sparked an outrage for many different reasons. Some people, let me start by saying I was actually surprised by the response that most people gave to this particular video, because most of the comments on the video that was posted on YouTube actually are filled with congratulations and well wishes, and I have to admit that I am extremely proud of the internet for not ripping them a new one like some people tend to do me occasionally on my videos, and I haven't gotten married yet. God knows what's going to happen when I do that. But I was actually pleasantly surprised by a lot of the comments that I did see on the video initially. Now, admittedly, I have not been back to the website or to the YouTube page to check and see if the comments are still headed in the same direction, but that is what I initially saw. Now, just a moment ago, the thing that inspired me to do this video, I was on Facebook, and one of my friends on Facebook posted this very video, and it was actually from our radio station WCGI here in Chicago, and they were kind of discussing, the wedding itself. Now, the first viewpoint that some people are having that's a negative viewpoint is the fact that it was assumed, because of the color combination and because the fact that one of them happens to be a Kappa, that this was a Kappa wedding. It was also described, whenever it was reported, for the most part, as the gay Kappa wedding. Now, I believe it was the Tom Joyner Morning Show was actually discussing this on the radio, and I want to say Nathaniel called in, and I believe that's the one that is a Kappa, called in to discuss the fact that it definitely was not a Kappa wedding. It just happened that his partner's favorite color was red. The wedding is not crimson and cream, it's white and red, and there is a difference. I believe in many cases, from the standpoint of a person who went to an HBCU, a lot of times I think fraternities just want a reason to be mad. Like, come on now. A Kappa wedding? Didn't look like one to me. I did see one picture that happened to have a couple of people doing the Kappa hand signals and poses and stuff, but they are Kappas who happen to be at the wedding and who happen to be gay. Big deal. I'll make my response to this very brief. I'm not going to get too into it because I have to be able to talk in the morning. But yeah, I don't understand why people automatically assume that it was a Kappa wedding. It was just white and red. Lots of things are white and red. I don't know. And then even if it was a Kappa wedding, what would be the problem with that? This man went through his, whatever you call it, he crossed as a Kappa just like everyone else, and if he decided that he wanted to have a Kappa wedding, being that he paid his dues to be a Kappa, I think that would be completely up to him. Now, given I'm not Greek, I did want to be, and I wanted to be a Kappa at some point, and if I was to get married and I decided that I wanted to have a Kappa wedding, ain't nobody gonna whoop my ass. So, And then for me, maybe it's just because I'm a bitch, but had I been listening to Tom Joyner Morning Show and they had been discussing my wedding and calling it a Kappa wedding and having something negative to say about that, I probably would have called in and confirmed the rumors that it was a Kappa wedding just to see if somebody had the nerve to whoop my ass because of it. I'll leave that alone. Don't beat me up, Kappas. I'm just saying. Okay? Excuse me. I know I shouldn't be doing this, but excuse me. Okay. Now, the other side of the outrage about this wedding is just the fact that they're gay. I think a lot of black people were kind of shocked to see a gay black wedding. There have been a couple I've seen on Facebook, but they were not nearly as publicized as this one, and I think this one was publicized as much as it was because people added the Kappa connotation to it, which kind of grabbed it and blew it up into something bigger than it really was. Now, not to take away from in any way from the monumentous occasion that it was, because I thought that the wedding was absolutely beautiful. I saw the pictures. I actually checked the website out, and y'all know I'm emotional. I watched the video slideshow of the pictures, and I cried. It was gorgeous. It was a gorgeous wedding. However, I think that Christians around the world, or around the United States, I'm going to say, because we some judgmental asses, are gagging right now because they are seeing two successful black men having a wedding who are in love. The wedding was as beautiful as any David Tutera Mount Their wedding ceremony that I've ever seen. It was very well done, very tastefully done. The flowers were on point. I wished I could have been there. I was jealous. But my whole thing, I'm going to make this really brief because I have shared my opinion about Christians and the gay thing. I'm going to go back to the post that I was reading, or that started me to do this video, and the post itself actually invited, this person actually invited his friends to share their viewpoint on this particular situation, on this event or whatever. And I was actually surprised because this person is actually a musical figure in Chicago, and a lot of his friends are, choir members, Christians. And a lot of them came onto the post and actually replied positive things, and I was very surprised about that because I actually expected it to be a tear them a new one by the couple of verses in the Bible that actually mention what people consider a sin, this particular sin. Now, you don't see posts like this on Facebook about Teen Mom. However, premarital sex is definitely a sin, but I'm not going to get into that in this video. But like I said, a lot of the comments were really positive, and then the actual author of this post came back and said, well, there's a book called the Bible, and some folks still believe in the Word. So I just let it go for a couple more comments, and then I posted a comment. And I said, I'm glad to see that some Christians still see things the way that God intended them to be seen. I think it was wonderful, and I am certainly happy for them. While I am unapologetically Christian and unashamedly gay, I don't think my view would be any different if the latter was not so. And then this person came back and said, from an analytical standpoint or whatever, basically I don't agree with same-sex marriage or whatever because it doesn't bring forth any reproduction, physical compatibility, or mental structure. Let me tell you, there is some physical compatibility. I will not get into the physical compatibility in this video, but believe me, it can be done, it has been done, it is being done somewhere within a 5-mile radius right now. I'm going to leave that alone too. But my second comment basically said, I won't get into the difference in belief that actually allows me to be open-minded about who I love and those who feel the same way I do. But the problem is that the church, mainly the black church, has a tendency to judge people upon something that they don't especially agree with, be it in the Bible or not. But the Bible does remind us that we are not to judge people. And as we watch this particular video and share our beliefs on Twitter and Facebook and things like that, I'll take something that Bishop Trotter actually said this morning in church. Too many people are giving their advice and their opinion on Twitter and Facebook and on the internet. And my question is, who gave you the authority to give your opinion for it to be the so-called be-all, end-all of opinions, and who furthermore gave you the authority to judge anybody? Because the only authority that has the ability to judge someone is my God in heaven, and that's why the Bible implores us to judge not. Don't mean to get preachy. I just want to make sure people understand that in the grand scheme of things, what you think doesn't really matter. So to this couple, to these two wonderful, educated black men, who one of them happens to be a Kappa, I wish you the very best in the rest of your lives together. You have my biggest, wildest, hugest, loudest congratulations. I'd scream if I couldn't, but I can't. If you watch my video, comment, because it will warm my heart to know that you saw it. But you have me 100%. Hopefully someday I will find a man, and maybe he'll be a Q or an Alpha, and we're going to have either a purple and gold or a black and gold wedding, because baby, I don't give a damn what people think about what I do. I apologize, this video had to be so brief, but my voice is really going out now. Just wanted to share that really quick. I thank you guys so much for choosing to watch the Lily Show time and time again. And I also want to invite you to follow me on Twitter. My username is at C.jameslhuillier, and also on Instagram, which is the same, at C.jameslhuillier. If you have any future topics or posts you'd like me to cover, feel free to send me an email to my iPad at c.jameslhuillier, which is LHUILLIER, at me.com. Again, I thank you for watching, and I love you guys. But as I always close by saying, smooches and juices.